Could a global political event shift your financial future? That's the question many are asking as speculation grows around a potential change in the value of the Iraqi dinar. And surprisingly, one high-profile name has been linked to this conversation: former U.S. President Donald Trump. Reports now suggest that Trump has received an invitation to attend the 2025 Baghdad summit, a major diplomatic and economic event. But this isn't just about political optics. This summit could be a catalyst for serious financial shifts, including a potential revaluation of the Iraqi currency. Here at Iraqi Dinar News Updates, we're breaking down what this means for investors, currency watchers, and anyone tracking the dinar's potential rise. The 2025 Baghdad summit is shaping up to be a critical moment for Iraq. Designed to foster stronger regional collaboration, improve security cooperation, and attract global investment, this summit is already drawing international attention. Delegates from the Middle East, Europe, and now potentially the United States are set to participate. Trump's involvement would signal renewed interest from Washington and potentially mark a turning point in how Iraq is viewed on the global financial stage, not as a recovering nation, but as a viable economic partner. Why does this matter for the dinar? Trump's attendance isn't symbolic. As a former president with lasting influence in business and global diplomacy, his presence suggests that the United States may be preparing for deeper engagement with Iraq's economy. Historically, when major powers express interest in a country's economic future, that country's currency tends to gain strength. Trump is known for deal-making and fostering American-led investment strategies. If his presence leads to increased foreign investment or trade partnerships, that's a strong signal for dinar holders. It builds international confidence, a key component in the potential for currency revaluation. To understand where the dinar could be headed, it's important to remember where it's been. Decades of war and instability weakened its value, leading many to consider it a lost cause. But in recent years, reforms have been initiated under Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani to modernize Iraq's economy and reduce its reliance on oil. These reforms include developing local manufacturing, encouraging entrepreneurship, and reducing dependence on imports, all of which contribute to building a stronger, self-sustaining economic foundation. Economic stability is the backbone of currency strength. Iraq's efforts to diversify and localize its economy are laying the groundwork for a potential shift in how the dinar is valued globally. The Made in Iraq movement, pushing for local goods and services, helps retain money within the economy, which increases resilience and reduces the need for foreign currencies to support imports. All of this supports a more valuable national currency over time. But where does Trump fit into this? During his time in office, Trump pursued aggressive trade strategies and prioritized U.S. business interests globally. His potential participation in the Baghdad summit may lead to U.S. companies re-exploring Iraq for opportunities in tech, energy, and infrastructure. That kind of renewed interest could inject foreign capital into the country, further strengthening the financial systems that underpin the dinar. Investor psychology also plays a big role in currency valuation. Confidence matters. When influential figures and global powers show support for a country's financial revival, investor sentiment improves, often leading to increased demand for that nation's currency. If the Baghdad summit produces new deals, partnerships, or even just a surge in optimism, it could create upward pressure on the IQD's value. It's not just about oil anymore either. Iraq remains a top global oil producer, and strong oil prices have boosted government reserves. But Iraq is also investing in sectors like agriculture, manufacturing, and tourism. Trade diversification means a more balanced and sustainable economy, another key indicator that the country is moving toward long-term financial stability. If the summit results in new agreements or increased U.S. involvement, that's likely to further stabilize Iraq's economy and enhance trust in the dinar. The combination of political momentum, economic reform, and international investment is what typically sets the stage for a currency revaluation. Of course, this isn't guaranteed. Iraq still faces hurdles, including political division, infrastructure development, and lingering economic fragility from past conflicts. Skeptics point out that revaluations require not just optimism but deeply rooted financial policy changes, accountability, and time. They're not wrong. Currency adjustments of this magnitude don't happen overnight. But what's different today is the direction Iraq is headed and the global attention it's now receiving. At Iraqi Dinar News Updates, we believe this moment represents a critical junction. If Iraq continues down its current path, building local industries, reducing import dependency, strengthening its banking systems, and attracting foreign investment, the likelihood of revaluation becomes far more tangible. Trump's potential involvement could speed up that process by amplifying international interest and trust. So, what should investors do now? Keep a close eye on the Baghdad summit, watch who attends, what partnerships are announced, and how global leaders respond to Iraq's reforms. Track updates from the Central Bank of Iraq and monitor new laws, especially those involving investment, finance, and trade. Avoid relying on hype, focus on facts, trends, and official sources. And most importantly, protect your investment by working only with licensed professionals and avoiding risky, unverified exchange platforms. We may be witnessing the early stages of one of the most significant economic comebacks in recent history. The 2025 Baghdad summit could be more than just a diplomatic gathering. It could mark the beginning of Iraq's financial renaissance. Stay tuned to Iraqi Dinar News Updates for the latest insights, analysis, and developments. We're here to help you navigate every shift, every headline, and every opportunity. If this moment becomes history, you'll be ready.